it's Ryan from 2minutetennis.net, and in this video, I'm going to help Wladek on the left, one of my YouTube subscribers, by comparing his serve to Roger Federer. So Wladek, thank you so much for sending me this video to my email, and I'm happy to do this comparison. I'm going to show you two things that are going to help you hit a faster serve. The first thing I want to do is I want to get you and Roger both into your trophy position, what I call knock off the birthday hat. And I want to show you something extremely specific that you can improve upon. If we look at Roger, we'll zoom in here. If we look at Roger's head, we'll notice that as his racket is knocking off the birthday hat, his head is going to rise. Your body should be exploding up, right, from the legs, from the leg drive. You want to time it properly. You want your head going up as you're knocking off the birthday hat, or even slightly before you knock off the birthday hat. If I take Roger, and if I just put a little circle at the top of his racket, and then I put a line across the very top of his head. Let me redraw that so it's perfect. There, right at the top of his head. I want you to notice that as his racket goes this way, his head is going to pop up above that line. This is so technical, but so important. Watch this. Watch each frame. His racket moves to the left. As his racket moves left in the video, watch how his head pops up above that line. That shows that his legs are driving up from that point. If we do the same thing for you, I draw the circle at the top of your racket. I draw the line across the top of your head. Now let's just get this for reference again. Look at Roger. As his racket moves left, his head goes up. So his head, every frame, just look at his head. Every frame, his head is going up. Watch yours. Watch your head is still going down at this point. Watch this again. As your racket goes to the left, your head is still sinking, where Roger's is going up at this point. See, these little details are things that, recreational players have a tough time noticing, right, when they analyze their technique. But as someone who does this for a living, right, it just takes a few seconds to start comparing what the pros do and what you do, Wladek, and we can see the area for improvement. See, what you want, Wladek, is the body exploding up as the racket starts knocking off the birthday hat and going down, because it accentuates and drives the racket drop all the way down and around, and you pick up more speed. What you're doing is your racket is going down long before, this is called an early racket drop. It's going down long before your body explodes up. And I'm going to show you why in just a second, why this is true. But watch how your head is still going down at this point. So you don't drive your legs, or you don't get above that line until here. Now, I'm going to show you why that's true and why this is happening. It's because your toss is too high. Now, hear me out on this, right? I want you to watch, you and Roger now have the ball out of your hand the exact same amount, right? So the ball is now out of your hand. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to connect these two videos. So the two of you are now moving in unison. I want you to notice this. You both release the ball at the same time. You get to the trophy position at a similar time, but I want you to notice who hits the ball first. Federer hits the ball first. It was similar, and then all of a sudden, Roger is now hitting the ball, and you are still in your racket drop. Why? Because his ball is not going as high. See, you're actually, it's typically called an early racket drop, but it oftentimes isn't due to the racket dropping early. It's because the body is late to drive up. And why is the body late to drive up, Wladek? Because your toss is too high. So if you drive up with your body, there's no ball to hit. So your body has to wait for the ball to drop in order for you to hit it. What I want you to do, Wladek, is practice tossing lower. That is going to force your body to go up at the same time Rogers does. See, right now, you and Roger are in a similar position, but Roger's toss is lower than yours. And the way we know that is because he's hitting the ball sooner, right? If you toss it 35 feet in the air, you'd have to wait a really long time before you hit the ball. So the lower the toss, the sooner you're going to have to swing and hit. So we know his toss is lower than yours because he's hitting the ball sooner. So by you lowering your toss, you will actually be able to mimic the look how close you guys are in this position. It's awesome. If you can get your toss to be lower, you can start driving your head up as your racket knocks off the birthday hat. And that accentuates the racket drop. It gives you a bigger shoulder stretch. It's like driving downhill in your car, and the moment you get to the top of the hill, you step on the gas rather than just coasting down the hill for a little bit. Because right now, your racket at the beginning here, it's just coasting. See, his head is driving up, which actually accentuates the shoulder drop and the racket drop and the shoulder stretch. Your racket is just dropping on its own. You're not driving up with the body at this moment. I can promise you, you will pick up a few more miles per hour if you lower your toss. It'll keep your swing continuous, and it'll also get your racket and your body working together. The second thing that I want to mention is if we get to the contact, right? If we go to contact, let me actually not connect these. You both are at contact right now, or just about contact. There you go. That's good. I want you to notice this is both on the ad side. You're both on the ad side of the court. Notice we can see Roger's left arm tucked in against his body, and your left arm is just falling down to your side. It's really important that you keep your chest sideways. Now, a lot of people think, oh, this is going to be a kick serve out wide. No, this is a serve down. This is a slice serve down the tee. He's hitting a slice serve down the tee. He's actually hitting against Monfils. Or is that Monfils or is that, let me see here. Yeah, that's Monfils. And I thought it was someone else. But so notice his chest is to the side as he's contacting this ball. He's not facing his target. His chest is to the side, and his left arm is tucking against his body. This is a way to get more racket speed. When you stop the body, it's a reactive brake. You pull that left arm in, you keep your body sideways, and the racket really whips through the contact. And when you tuck the arm, it keeps your body sideways so you can hit side spin and really spin that ball into the court. So Wladek, the two main things in order to hit a much better serve, I want you to lower your toss so we can get your body exploding up when Rogers explodes up. And I want you to tuck right here. Watch Rogers' left arm. He drops it, but then he tucks it in against his body. Tuck your left arm in against your body so you can stay sideways at contact. You do these two things, there is no doubt you're going to gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2minutetennis.net. Wladek, you got this.